Hi, I'm just got to just probably oh, is this quiz? Oh, let's come to that in a bit, shall we? Probably need to just relocate the dudes. Hi, Gay Goose. Hi, Hoglog. Let's just slide in here, shall we? Let's bring things back up to where they should. Oh, hi there. Oh, hi there. Yeah, I think that'll do us, won't it? Hello, good evening everybody, welcome back. It is a little spontaneous Lockdown 2.0 revisit of how regularly we used to meet. Good evening to Caroline, my beautiful assistant. Good evening to all of you. Welcome to Nick's Pub Quiz. Cheers everybody. Back once again for the Renegade Master, D4 Damager, power to the people. Good evening everybody, good evening EL James, good evening Bex, you were early for once, still not drying your hair, that is amazing. Hello Beard of Frank Sinatra, I know the lockdown legends are here, I think I heard word that maybe the Wandsworth Winos are going to turn up. Hello Doug and Suze, hi Dave Jones, hello Team Quizneyland, the O'Gradiators, the Cumbernauddies, there are the lockdown legends as well. Texas, the music, of course. Chrissy, where's Sally? I think she meant where's Wally. Yes, I think we'd got as far as that. Devon Oldies are in, the Deptfordians, the Galway Girls, Home Aloners. Nothing better than an impromptu quiz from Kate, who will be with Team JK, of course. Thank you for sending your pictures in. Hello from the Lockdown Loonies as well in Oregon. My goodness me, we are back. Boozak's here. Everything's okay. Welcome once again, PC Nella, and all of that. Now then, how are we all? Are we well? Hello to all of our regulars. Hello to our Wicked Wednesday crew. Cheers. Hello, everybody. Hello to our Saucy Saturdays. I'm basically playing a game of Roxanne on my own here. And hello, and a big Nick's Pub Quiz welcome to all of our newbies. Now, I think, is my microphone a bit, oh, it's crackly, is it? Oh, that's, well, let me try and remedy this in some way. Pop that round that way, and hope that improves. And if there's still an issue, my beautiful assistant here will tell me in a minute. We can unplug one and plug another one in and all sorts. Am I sounding, is that a little better? Is that better? Quizzle Kicks are here, good. Hello everybody, my name is Nick Heath. Welcome to Nick's Pub Quiz. We are going to go through 40 general knowledge questions, and I'm told that we're still a little bit crackly, are we? I'm going to do a microphone swap then and see if that improves things. So hold on, a little technical moment here. Sand crew are here. Good, you're all here saying hello to each other, so that's good. Don't mind me. I'll just, do a little microphone change and we'll see if that sorts everything out. El Macho Scratcho, says Caroline. Well, let's try this little bad boy, shall we? I'll pop it on the outside, so then we're avoiding any unnecessary scratchable. Let's... Sounding good to James. Sounding good to James. Well, that's the main thing. But we're back on a different mic now, so let's see if that's improved things. Maybe I'll get the A-OK in a minute. Now I've lost my pen. I mean, it's good, isn't it? It's a solid start. That's gone. It's gone. Where's it gone? It's there. Fine. Point it downwards. Yes, well, they sort of are and aren't meant to be like that. Maybe it's just a technicality thing. Welcome. We're going to do 40 questions. As I've said, we will have a little break at half time. Hello, Emma. A little break at half time. We will have ourselves a little drinkable. Those of you who have had the Nick's Pub Quiz email will know that we are going very classy this evening in our half-time cocktail with a French 75. Michael is professional as ever. Yes, chest hair static. I hope not. But anyway, Emma's here, you're all here, Rachel Blewett's here. It's good to be back, isn't it? Nice to be back in, UK place. It's cold, it's November, it's dark at about 11 o'clock in the morning. Emma's here with Ollie, it's good. Yeah, we'll get started with Nick's Pub Quiz in just a moment or two. So thank you, first of all, to all of you that have started supporting our crowdfunder. It is hugely valuable, the input and the support that all of you guys have given. For those that are new, and also for many of you regulars, you will know that this started back in March. We did 13 weeks unabated twice a week. And then I was a bit tired, so I had a little break. And then we've come back and various bits and pieces. We've got monthly, all that kind of thing. We've got an email subscription list with nearly 900 people on it. You guys have raised over £17,000 for charity. But during that time, you guys did an amazing job of supporting me. We all supported each other. And we wanted to make the Cocktails and Quiz Tales book as a supporter thank you. Now, the only slight thing is that you also have to buy it and pay for it to kind of happen. But you get something as a result. So as you may have seen at the very beginning, I'm proud to show you the Cocktails and Quiz Tales book. Here it is. This is kind of mock-up, but it'll be pretty much like this, sort of that sort of size. You're going to have about 30 cocktail recipes in there, loads of scrapbook pages with pictures that all of you guys have sent in. Some of them have been absolutely amazing. There'll be some special little pages on pets and on the dress-ups that we've all done. The photography that we have had is incredible. We are also employing our wonderful friend Diane, who created loads of the life commentary stash, all of that. She's doing some little doodles and things. There she is, whoop whoop. This little man is going to appear around the cocktails all the way through. There's a lot of fun to be had because this is a playful arena, right? This is what we do here at Nick's Pub Quiz. We have a bit of a laugh. We don't take it all too seriously. I often give you the answers accidentally. Yeah, Starbright says, can we donate a few quid if we've already bought the book? You can. You can go on there and contribute. The crowdfunder link, I'm hoping, is in the description, and that my beautiful assistant Caroline is now going to be able to post that. But that is what tonight is really all about. We're about £2,000 away from our target, and the aim is to get to that, and then we get a full print run done. We will then get them all sent here about the 10th of December, I think. We will then go first class post to the UK and around the world. So please, if you want a book, just £18. 18 English pounds will be all you need to go onto the crowdfunder, and you just click to get a book, and then when we hit the target, you get your book. There are also rewards on there if you want to get yourself a personal message from me. There are also some company corporate rewards. So if you work in a lovely big company, I had a call from someone today who was tipped off by a regular Nick's Pub quizzer who only used to be the head of PayPal in the UK. I mean, hello. That's the sort of company we keep. So if you know someone, or if you are somebody that's going, how on earth are we going to satisfy our Christmas party business this season? Well, a few hundred quid, I'll do a thing, and you'll help the crowdfunder. We can negotiate if you don't fancy the full whack rate we put on the reward. Just get in touch. We'll find a way to make it work. We want to hit that crowdfunder. If we get there tonight, mind blown. We've got a little bit more time, and I'm in conversation with a couple of corporate ones, so we hope we will get those over the line, and they'll become part of the total. I can tell you this much, it is going to happen. If I have to put my hand in my pocket myself, it is going to happen. Look, it would be great for you guys to have copies of these books, because it's all about you and the experience that we've had. Enough for now. I'll bang on about that again in a little while. So as you all know, Nick's Pub Quiz, well, hopefully you all know, is all about us writing things down on paper, doing the questions ourselves, not cheating, and certainly not writing things in the chat. And we know a little song about that. Don't put your answers in the chat, or you're a big twat. It's Nick's Pub Quiz! Yes, that's right, the jingle. A lot of you are asking, is it too late to submit photos? Sorry, that was very loud, wasn't it? And a bit crackly. Is that the one that's crackling then? If that's the case, then, you know, maybe I'll just... I'll undo that one, and then you'll just get it through this one. Hopefully that'll chill that out. So hopefully you're hearing me better anyway. What was I saying? Yes, so that's the jingle. And in terms of supplying photos, the deadline for that really has passed. We've sent the photos over to our layout designer, who is putting all of the bits into the scrapbook. We have asked on about the last 3-4 quizzes, and last quiz I did say the deadline is Sunday. Still had a few after that, but that is kind of it. But there's going to be a lot of pictures that cover everybody and the whole shebang. So look, it will work. You will all feel truly represented, and there are going to be memories and little stories in there about everything that we got up to over the last 7 months. So as we know, we will have a Nick's Pub Quiz selfie in just a moment, which is where you gather round at your TVs and your smartphones, laptops, that kind of thing, and take a little selfie. We pop it on online with the hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. Now, what you might want to do is do hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. Oh, here's a link to the crowdfunder as well. Have you bought your book? I bought mine. You know, spread the love a bit. So the link to the crowdfunder is in the thing. You can copy and paste that into a lovely post on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. You know what I'm doing. Help with the promo and all. Yeah, let's do that then. The Nick's Pub Quiz selfie then. Gather round, get ready to take your pictures, get some pets in shot, hold up a small dog or a cat. The cat's going to have a look of damned resignation either way. Good, I'm pleased to see a few of you saying you've already got them. But yes, more on the book to come. Anyway, Nick's Pub Quiz selfie in 3, 2, 1. Oh, hold on. Why don't we do one with the book? Yeah. Take it again. Take it again. This is the one, isn't it? Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nearly forgot me marketing there. Excellent. Right, another little bit of my G&T. Hopefully those of you that got the Nick's Pub Quiz email this week will have seen that we are having the French 75 at half-time, so hopefully you've got the Prosecco on ice on standby. Team Quiznyland, I don't drink but looking forward to all the quizzes inside. Well, Team Quiznyland, just to make it clear, we are offering booze-free alternatives throughout the book wherever we can. My beautiful assistant has actually not really been drinking through most of lockdown. I don't know how he does it, but it means that he's quite keen to offer some booze-free alternatives. So he's been having a good look into all of those. So there will be lovely boozy versions. There'll be lovely tasty non-boozy versions. So that's the idea. We want to cater for everyone. No one wants to miss out. So yeah, that's the idea. So a little bit more on all of that as we go. But I think it's time to put your team names at the top. For eyes down for a full house, it's time to play your bonus November Nick's Pub Quiz. Yes, let's do it. Woo! Ah, Mr. Gaines is in the house for a debut. First time on the cocktail tonight. Very, very nice, I must say too. I'm assuming that's nice, but you've already had 7 of them. Okay, going Dutch, like the non-alcohol options. Yeah, well, we want to cater for everybody and ensure that no one doesn't buy one. That's the idea. £18 a book. If you buy 4, or rather, if you go for the 50 quid reward, you get 4 books. Works out at £12.50 each. Which means you give them to your teammates, yeah? And then you can all tune in. They're going to have QR codes, so for the 5 new quizzes, you'll beep the QR code all together wherever you are over Christmas, and you can all get a bit of Nick's Pub Quiz then. All right? We've thought of everything. Probably not, but we've tried. All right, eyes down for a full house then. Your question 1 for our Wednesday night Nick's Pub Quiz. What is the capital of Libya? Not Labia. What is the capital of Libya? Are you able to mail the books to the USA? We are. We will, if you order, we will mail it. That's the idea. We will get it to you. We'll be up against international postage to make it for Christmas Day. We will do our very best though. As soon as all the orders are in, as soon as the books receive here, we will pack them all up and send them. Albie Chomps, Brenda and Roger are here. Nice to see you made it back from Bermuda. Thank you, Nikki, yeah. The colour is fading. I shaved for all of you. I was a hairy, homeless-looking man only 40 minutes ago, but shoved a blade through. We're all good. Question 1 then, what's the capital of Libya? Question number 2. Which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical is based on Billy Wilder's Academy Award-winning 1950 film of the same title and features the character Norma Desmond, a faded star of the silent screen era? Jane's so excited for the book, she might order an extra one. That's the spirit, Jane. I tell you what, anybody that orders a book tonight, and I appreciate this slightly, does over the people who've ordered before, but maybe it just encourages you to order another one. If you order a book tonight, then I'll scribble in it. I'll do you a little signing. I will. Free value there. Yeah, I will sign any books that you order tonight. My beautiful assistant will check all the ones that have come in after 8 o'clock tonight, and I will make sure I sign any of those that we send out. So if you've already ordered one that is before today, thank you so much. You're amazing. But if you order any tonight, then I will sign those. Won't I? That'd be nice, won't it? We also news at half time of a little Christmas extravaganza we've got planned. Bex, if I order a book, will Tom draw rude pics for me? Just for you, Bex, yes. But your book will cost £100. Good. So that was question 2. Which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical is based on Billy Wilder's Academy Award-winning 1950 film of the same title and features Norma Desmond, a faded star of the silent screen era? Question number 3. German, Oriental, and American are all types of which insect? Of the order Blattodea, or Blattodea, which also includes termites. I'll ask that one again. German, Oriental, and American are all types of which insect of the order Blattodea, which also include termites? I'm running out of animal types. All right, lads, you all right? They, by the way, feature heavily in the cocktails, and they've got their own cocktails. They have. Huge thank you to Goldfinch, sensational cocktail bar where we had our wrap party after Series 2 in Tooting, for helping us with the cocktails that we hadn't already made. Hello Tanya, Team Ljubljana signing in a bit late. Yeah, thank you to Goldfinch in Tooting, keep it local, for all the help they've given. It's been great. So that was question 3. Question 4. On to question 4, Tanya, catch up. A Steinway is a brand most commonly associated with which musical instrument? That is question 4. A Steinway is a brand most commonly associated with which musical instrument? It's been a wonderful opportunity putting the book together to look back at some of the memorable moments. I was looking up the Oslo moment last night. It is, oh look, Caroline, giving you the recap, Tanya. That's special treatment, that is. Very good. Yeah, looking it up, it is absolutely priceless. Just going through the answers, I'm rattling through and then I'm like, oh, people don't think Oslo is the capital of Iceland. Which obviously isn't. So yeah, that's very funny. And then our Narnia moment, which is also a treat, where I get to question 15 the week after and go, oh, I've not taken that question out from the week before. They will all be part of the book, with screen grabs of my face as I realise it's all gone wrong. So that's question 4. A Steinway is a brand most commonly associated with which musical instrument? Question number 5. It's a good spelling of Blattodea, Caroline. I should have spelt that for all of you. Blattodea. It's like Blatt, like Mel Blatt from the All Saints. Blatt, oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. Question 5. In which country would you find Machu Picchu? In which country would you find Machu Picchu? That's question number 5. A couple of the company options that could be available to you. Might be that you want to negotiate with us about how many employers you've got, how we can make it work. We can also maybe offer a bit of cocktail making in there. That's a couple of conversations we've had. So you get me hosting a bit of a quiz, then Tom will guide you through making a cocktail. Maybe we start the evening with an espresso martini, then have half a quiz, then we have a little laugh and do a second one, margarita, whatever it is, and then we do the second half of the quiz, and then everybody goes home. Do it at 4 in the afternoon, you know, the old sort of Christmas party time. What's not to love? So if that appeals, and you are you're in HR or you're the boss, and you think this will be hilarious, then we can do that. And we can do versions where we host it through Zoom, so we can actually do music questions properly. You could get baby pictures from your employees, and then we put them through a share screen presentation, and you get to guess who they are, all that kind of stuff. So if that appeals, then get on to the crowdfunder and buy the corporate quiz reward, or get in touch with me via social media, or on, let's go, info at rugbymedia.co.uk. Anyway, we'll come on to all that. Question 6. Question 6. What 4-letter word can come before the following words? Top, rack, and garden. It's not necessarily a conjunctive word, but it is. It comes before. So question 6. What 4-letter word can come before the following? Top, rack, and garden. All right? Good. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in tonight, by the way. I hope you are well. I hope you are coping, if you're in the UK, with lockdown 2.0 or wherever you might be across Europe, the rest of the world, North America. Yeah, we shall get through. We shall get through. Question 7. Good to go? Question 7. How many Grand Prix championships has Lewis Hamilton now won? That is, how many Grand Prix championships has Lewis Hamilton now won? That's nice, wasn't it? Little interval. Question number 8. Question number 8. Have I just heard we've hit 4,000 in the, was that my beautiful assistant yelling that we've hit a 4K? Yes, team. Well done. You're all buying the book. I love you. Keep going. If we get above the crowdfunder, by the way, or if we hit the crowdfunder and then we sell more books on top, because that will be possible, we'll make sure that you're able to buy them once we've obviously got to the point where we can pay our designers, pay the printers and the photographer. We're not taking any money from it. The money we get on top, we will be contributing to charity. So probably the charities we've already supported, Ian Rennie, NHS, but also a good friend of ours is working with the refugees in Europe who, you know, kind of the view, no matter what your politics, that your good fortune in life, wherever you happen to have been born into, is pretty much luck, isn't it? So if you've ended up in a country where things are going pretty bad, you've got to run away, it's probably not your fault, and we probably all would want to leave. So sometimes I think refugees get a bad rap. A friend of ours is working with a whole load of them that just want a better life and not to be persecuted, and so we will give some donations towards them with any extra money we have over the top. Just wanted to say that. It's not just about lining our pockets. So question number 8. Chuck, rib, flank and round are terms used related to what? It's not refugees. Care for Calais is one that I've been working with, and I can't remember which one Sarah's actually working with in Greece. Yeah. Question 7 again. How many Grand Prix championships has Lewis Hamilton now won? And question 8. Chuck, rib, flank and round are terms used related to what? That's your question number 8. Now I think I was missing a few chats there. For some reason it had defaulted to top chat, not live chat. So I've missed a few of your little messages there. There we are. Oh, Cindy was 6 from 6. Good. There we are. Friends of St George's, Mark? Well, quite possibly. Quite possibly. I think you sent me a DM, but I can't read that because I'm just doing this, but I'll read it afterwards. Saw it pop up on my laptop. So that was question 8. Hopefully you've all had a stab at that. Question 9. What is the name of Victoria and David Beckham's youngest son? Question 9. The name of Victoria and David Beckham's youngest son. Now, there are options on the crowdfunder, assuming they've not all been taken, for you to have a private Nick's Pub quiz with you and some friends, up to 10 people. And that is, it's a much lower price than the corporate one. I appreciate it might not be the cheapest per head, but it's an option if you fancy it. You want to treat some people to a bit of silliness, then we could do our own little one at some point between now and Christmas, or even in the new year. We'll make it work. So if you want to grab that one, go for that reward. Why not? On our crowdfunder, link in the description below here. So 9, the name of Victoria and David Beckham's youngest son. Question 10. Sarah Dallin, Siobhan Fahey, and Karen Woodward were the founding members of which pop group listed in the Guinness World Records for achieving the world's highest number of chart entries by an all-female group between 1982 and 2009? So there should be a few clues in there, hopefully, for you if the names don't mean a lot, but I will go through that one more time. Sarah Dallin, Siobhan Fahey, and Karen Woodward were the founding members of which pop group listed in the Guinness World Records for achieving the world's highest number of chart entries by an all-female group between 1982 and 2009. It's question 10. Predominantly 80s. What is it with the longest question as well? Sorry, Caroline. Look, if someone needs 10 again, that's on me. Yeah, I'll just cover that. Doug and Suze, they've sent pictures in. They managed to get their pictures in time. The one area that we could probably take a couple more pictures is Nick's Pub Quiz pictures with pets. Or if you wanted to muscle in before we send them to the printers and you actually can take a team picture where you're holding your name up, then that's cool. Because we're not putting captions on stuff because we just want it to be a nice little collage of pics and various things. So if you can stand there with a sign, take it, send it, job's a good one. And if you're wondering where to send it, the link to that is on the last couple of Nick's Pub Quizzes is the scrapbook link, but no more just general pictures, I'm afraid. Just if you've got a pets one or you're holding up a team name sign, then we can possibly squeeze those in. Richard's asking Caroline to write out question 10. I think he's winding you up. Question 11. The sun is composed of approximately 28% what? Now, I'm talking about the fiery ball in the sky, not the terrible rag of a newspaper. The sun is composed of approximately 28% what? I love Caroline. I can hear the motherly tone in that. Richard. Hyacinth bouquet. The sun, question 11, is composed of approximately 28% what? If we were talking about the newspaper, probably news. He is known to you, Caroline. He is known to you, I see. Well, indeed, Edmund, that may well be true. Question 12. Which actor, in the traditionally gender-neutral sense, links the following films? We've gone a bit old school here. Romancing the Stone, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Marley and Me. So that is which actor, in a gender-neutral sense, links the following films? Romancing the Stone, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Marley and Me. And we'll see who gets close to that. And if a ton of you want a clue for that, then we'll do that towards the end, shall we? I'm going to give you just a minute on that. If you know certainly 2 out of those 3 films relatively well, then it's pretty easy. But I appreciate they are not films made in the last 15, 20 years. When was Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Clue, please. Andrea, straight in there. All right, I'll give you a little clue. Let's do it now. I'll forget otherwise. Chandler Bing. It's a clue. Right, question 13. Which member of Take That released an album called Green Man in 1996? That is question 13. Which member of Take That released an album called Green Man in 1996? It is. I was thinking of you as I read that question, Caroline. I really was. To new members of Nick's Pub Quiz, I have 2 beautiful assistants. One is here present with me, and the other is the veritable beauty that is Caroline, who volunteered to assist, has been an amazing moderator of all of this. Clue again for film from said present beautiful assistant, Chandler Bing. So the films again, Romancing the Stone, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Marley and Me. Jane from the Nashville Rians. We were doing so well until we weren't. Good. So that was 13. Which member of Take That released an album called Green Man in 1996? Then question 14. Hanukkah is Hanukkah, I'm probably saying it wrong. Hanukkah is a Jewish holiday that occurs during which month of the year? Hanukkah is a Jewish holiday that occurs during which month of the year? We've got some opposites coming up for you in just a moment. There's a bit of a sort of Disney-ish child movies musical theme. We've got some anagrams at the start of the second half. I know how much you love them. We've got some ditloids. We've got some guess the years. We've got some lyrics. It's all the usual ones. Yep, second half, I am going to get my dits out. So that was question 14. Hanukkah is a Jewish holiday that occurs during which month of the year? Question 15. What type of teeth are used for grinding food? Question 15. What type of teeth are used for grinding food? The middling quiz today, isn't it? There's a few little easy ones and there's a few little buggers. Ah, well. Team Disneyland. Did you say Disneyland? Well, well, actually, are they all Disney? No. But all that kind of era. I mean, if you're into Disney, you'll be into all of it, I'd say. But yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's the opposites anyway, so they're kind of easy. I hope they are anyway. So that was 15. Clue for 12 was Chandler Bing. Chandler Bing. There we are. Could it seem harder in the north? Well, maybe you've just got stupider since you went up there. There's no basis for that at all, was there? It was horrible. All right. Let us go on to the opposites, shall we? So, if you've not played this before, but most of you are familiar with this, I will give you the opposite, an opposite phrase of a well-known song title. For example, There Goes the Moon, Here Comes the Sun, etc., etc. So, all of these, as I said, are, you do know where I live, PC Nella, I'll behave. All of these are, well, all bar one are Disney, but it's that kind of childhood movie loveliness. So, your opposites. First of all, Above the Sky. Above the Sky. Opposite for that, please. 17. Oh, look, Mrs. Johnston, free the tooting one. This is a good memory from the summer, isn't it? As a devoted fan. 17, a ton of salt. All your opposites here. 16, above the sky. 17, a ton of salt. 18, I'll go back over these for you. 18, don't plan. Don't plan, 18. Might be lesser known, but you know, it's from a cracker. 19, punch the boy. 19, punch the boy. And 20, I've not got an enemy in you. I've not got an enemy in you. Okay? So, your opposites one more time. 16, above the sky. 17, a ton of salt. 18, don't plan. 19, punch the boy. 20, I've not got an enemy in you. Yeah? Yeah? They are still songs. They are all songs. All songs. All songs. 20 might throw you slightly. It's not a Disney one, but it's a classic. Those are your 20 questions for our bonus November 2020 Nick's Pub Quiz. How has that been for you then? The bonus first half music, says Texas. Texas sent his pictures in. Well, we badgered him and said, can we have a couple? And then we've got them. So we've got a couple of those in. Sorry if a few of you missed them, but we did ask a fair bit. We'll go through the answers in just a second. This is the Cocktails and Quiz Tales book. This will probably change slightly. So, one thing I haven't mentioned so far. This little section here, see, this is a little demo. Welcome to Quiz Team Aguilera. That is where everybody, all of you who order a book, who then request that you want your team name or your mate's name, that will go there. That will be entirely personalised, that last line. So you can just put that in there. Yeah. And then it'll sit on your coffee table and people will be like, what's that? It's got a funny name, and you'll be like, that's my team name. And yeah, so that'll be that. And it's going to have 30 cocktail recipes in it. So that's the other side of it. I mean, I haven't made a whole lot of that. There'll be lots of the ones that we've done through Nick's Pub Quiz. There's the rocket fuel with the one that changes colour. French 75 that we'll have tonight, of course. The pina colada, some lovely classics like that. And the flaming Mai Tai, of course. And we've got a couple of new ones as well. But we'll be going with the 5 new quizzes. They will include... one called Hopping Mad. Look, he's very happy with that one. These two have got their own cocktails. They were part of the photo shoot as well. I've realised I can't show you any of the pictures on the iPad because I'm using it for something else. But you'll have to, there's been a couple of pictures that I've shown around on social. But yeah, you'll have to buy a copy of the book and find out, won't you? All right, let's go through the answers then. I'll give that a plug after that, shall I? I will. It's relentless, I know. Question number 1 then. Swap your answer sheets. Make sure you are ready to note down your scores. Question 1. The capital of Libya is Tripoli. Tripoli. Hopefully you got question number 1. Question 2. Which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical is based on Billy Wilder's 1950 film starring Norma Desmond? It's Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard, twisting boulevard. Yes, that. That is question 2. Question 3. German, Oriental and American are all types of which insect, which is of the order Blattodea. It's the cockroach. Splat-a-dea. Cockroach is your answer to question 3. Question 4, a few of you are struggling with don't plan. What's the opposite of that? Just what's the opposite of that? Anyway, question 4, a Steinway is a brand most associated with the piano. The piano, of course. Give yourself a mark for question 4 if you put piano. Question 5, the country you find Machu Picchu. Well, it's a 15th century Incan citadel, and it's found in Peru. Peru is the answer to question 5. Question 6, the 4-letter word that can come before top, rack, and garden. Are we there? Rooftop, roof rack, and roof garden. Roof, R-O-O-F. Roof! Sorry, I've just woken up the dog. Roof! Roof is the answer to question 6. Question 7. How many Grand Prix championships has Lewis Hamilton now won? 7. A record equaling 7 and 94 race wins. Rooftop garden, says James. Well, give yourself a pat on the back. Well done. Yeah, question number 7. The answer is 7. 94 race wins. It's just some frivolous information I've given you. Question 8. Chuck, rib, flank and round are terms used related to what? They're cuts of beef. Cuts of beef. If you've said bits of a cow or that kind of bit, if you've got the general ballpark, then give yourself a point. So yeah, that's what I wanted there. Cuts of beef was what I had on my sheet. Something appropriating that would be good. My beautiful assistant Caroline has very helpfully popped the link to the crowdfunder in the chat. So if you are navigating on your phone, will not be going anywhere, but you can click that and go and pledge to buy a book. They're only 18 quid. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Question 9. The name of Victoria and David Beckham's youngest son. I was looking at the question. I thought, it's Romeo, isn't it? There's a third. I've forgotten. Cruz, C-R-U-Z. Cruz is the answer there. Cruz David Beckham is apparently his full name. But Cruz will do. Sarah Dallin, Siobhan Fahy and Karen Woodward. They were all members of Bananarama. Bananarama, the 80s specialists that were. They had 28 singles reach the top 50. I mean, it's showing the Spice Girls and the All Saints a thing or two, isn't it? 28 singles in the top 50. Magnificent. Question 11. Bananarama then, the answer to question 10. Question 11. The sun is composed of 28% helium. Yes, helium. Yes. So, Beth, you're unhappy about Ted Cruz connection now. Well done, Bex. Did you get Cruz? Excellent. Dan thinks I'm trashy. He's absolutely right. But you've got yourselves a point, so that's important. Question 11 then. Helium is the answer there. Question 12. The actor who was in Romancing the Stone, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Marley and Me. So, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the voice of Jessica Rabbit. My clue was Chandler Bing because she played his father. It was Kathleen Turner. Kathleen Turner, the answer to question 12. That's what I wanted there. Hope some of you got that. Question 13, the member of Take That released an album called Green Man in 1996. It's Mark Owen. Mark Owen, the answer to question 13. Question 14, Hanukkah is a Jewish holiday that occurs during which month of the year? December. December is your answer to 14. 15, the type of teeth that are used for grinding food is molars. Your molars, of course, those ones at the back. The ones that I grind when I've been drinking, particularly after red wine. I was sharing that on social media this week. There are a lot of you out there that, as adults, have to go to bed wearing a mouth guard. Well, what's going on? Why is our body abusing ourselves? Because we've abused our body. It's fair enough. It's a virtuous circle. No, it's not. It's just a vicious. Anyway, on to the opposites while I witter away. The opposites, which have all got this sort of childlikey theme. Above the sky, under the sea. Of course, from The Little Mermaid. 17, a ton of salt, a spoonful of sugar. Yes, spoonful of sugar. Mary Poppins. 18, so have any of you got this one while I've been rushing through? Don't plan, be prepared. Yes, don't plan, be prepared. From The Lion King. I hope some of you got that one. 19, punch the boy, kiss the girl. Kiss the girl. That one is also The Little Mermaid, I think, isn't it? So a couple there. And then 20, I've not got an enemy in you, you've got a friend in me. And that is from Toy Story, of course. You've got a friend in me from Toy Story. James, yes, classic Scar, indeed. So Teen Daughter got that one for Cindy. Excellent. So top them up. Let's see the scores on the doors for your first half of Nick's Pub Quiz. Woo! I've got wires coming out all over the place here. I don't even know where they go. Alec has put in a bit of top chat work for a $4.99. That's very good. E.L. James, are you still the fearsome foursome, whatever, however many? Anyway, 17 out of 20. Sarah Patterson's got 16, me old mate. Cindy Rowland with a 16 out of 20. Vicky and Rob with 15. Polly Penta 18. Good. Emma's got 14. Beard of Frank Sinatra 14. Carnage, they're calling it. 17 for the Lockdown Legends. 16 for Caroline. 17 for the O'Gradiators. Well, certainly Pam. JR, what was 18? The internet cut out. Well, the answer was be prepared. Don't plan was be prepared, JR. More about JR in a minute. Tanya and Cool Britannia able to get 16 out of 20. Good. Going for a personal best, says Julie, with a 15 so far. North London Massive have a 17. Boozak has got a 16. Are you playing with Dave Jones or are you on your own? Either way, that's excellent work. Katie Priest, 18. 15 for the Tooting Tipplers this week. Dennis with a 13. Gazty with 15. Man Live, I don't think we've ever missed more. 11 for the Nashville Rians, still enjoying themselves. ODME 10, says Janice. You see, Nashville Rians, it's all relative, isn't it? Who else have we got there? Miss K Morgan, 19. Kate Hale with 12. Jackie Smith, 5. It's lovely having you here, Jackie. Hope you're having a lovely time. Score doesn't matter really, does it? Pitiful 11, says Doug and Suze. Well, quite. Neil says he got 10 out of 20. It's a fearsome foursome for E.L. James. Glad we checked. Claire Varga, 20 out of 20. Still got it. Still lying. I joke. Who else have we got? 12, Abysmal. 14 out of 20 for Maximum Gains. Excellent effort. 17 from Guildford. What's a Kerwins? I like that, Lizzie. 18. 14 for the Dukes of Hazzard. So, look, these Dukes of Hazzard teams, whoever you are, take a picture with your team name in front. Those I will try and get in the last minute. We've sent a load of our pictures over, but if I can do so, then I will try. And the return on that is obviously that you buy a book. And so send me the picture, we'll do all that. So try and do that. What else have we got as my beautiful assistant tinkles away at our half-time French 75? Jenny, what's Tom doing with the ice? Caroline tells me 4,384 as it currently stands. That is excellent. So we are on our way. And as I said, I've got a couple of corporate conversations that are going on, so hopefully they might get us even closer. But the key is that these books are for you, and it is, as much as I'm banging on about the fact that you should buy one, it's not just about the fact that you should be getting one and giving us money. It's the idea that you get to have a memento. I'm not showing you in here because there's nothing in it. Shh. It's a lovely mock-up. But this will be the size of the book, and it'll be like this. It probably won't be as glossy. We're going for a little bit more of a matte cover. But, you know. And as I said, there will be a personalised name right here. Oh, the mixing's happening live. He's going to take all the fizz out of the Prosecco, isn't he? Anyway, lovely. Yeah, rather than the normal PayPal contributions that you guys are so wonderful and generous at doing and have been, the whole point is that this is a bit of giving back. You get to buy yourselves a little book. It hopefully will be a fantastic gift for Christmas. And what I want to try and make sure as well, that as much of it's as much as I want it to be celebrating the last 7 months that we've had being together and doing all of this, that it also might be showing to someone else that you might give the book to, by the way, this is what it's all been about, and here are 5 quizzes for you to join in because you've kind of caught up. Here's bits that remind you of things that happened, how the in-jokes came about, the special themes that we've done, all the kind of bits and pieces, so that actually someone goes, this is cool, and you go, yeah, scan that QR code, YouTube opens, there's a quiz. And it'll be me doing a little short, quick one that you could do after you've had your Sunday lunch or your Christmas dinner or whatever, whenever you like. So that's the kind of idea over the whole thing. Pictures to remember everything we've done. 30 amazing cocktail recipes that have been beautifully shot and my beautiful assistant is writing the ingredients and descriptions for. Beautifully designed by Diane, who is here doing the quiz with us this evening. We've got Tom's dad, Jeff, who's using his publishing contacts to help us with the layout and the printing. It is literally an all-hands-on-deck thing. Gillian says, is it too early for cocktails in NZ? Asking for a friend. Not at all. It's the second half of the week, Gillian. Oh, there's the Prosecco. Of course, I was ahead of myself. Everything else was being mixed. Excellent work. Sorry. You can't have a cork go off without making that noise. Now, just before we get started on the second half, Laura Cusack, boom. It had some bass to it, didn't it? Before we get going on the second half, at Christmas, now, never too early, Gillian. Hello, Gillian, says E.L. James. At Christmas, I am going to partner up with my beautiful and fantastic friend, Mr. Jonathan Rippon, JR, to his friends. Everyone is a friend of JR. JR has, over the last few years, been writing bits of music. He's a fantastic baritone, sings with a couple of choirs in London, LCV being one of them. Here he is. There he is popping up in the chat. Our Mr. Horse and Country, indeed. That is Jonathan's full-time job, is working at Horse and Country TV. Massive in the Netherlands, apparently. JR, not Horse and Country. He last week or during the week, whenever it was, last weekend was it? I'm losing track. Did a little Instagram live, and it was a live version of the latest song he'd written. He's written a few songs. He's submitted songs to Eurovision, and is an awful lot of fun. He's not awful. I shouldn't have paused there. He came out through his glittery curtain. It's fair to say, JR, there's an element of camp to, well, I mean, dare I spread that rumour. But Jonathan is a fantastic singer, is involved in loads of brilliant stuff, and we're going to partner so that basically I do the quiz at the start of the evening, and then we share JR's link to his YouTube channel, and afterwards we all flick over there and have a bit of a festive sing-song. What's not to love? Or what we might also do, I was thinking, JR, I'll stay live here for a bit, and we can sort of tune in via maybe my TV to your channel, and then you can watch me watching him, and then I'll stop by the time you're underway, and we'll have a hilarious Christmas Nick's Pub Quiz party with a quiz to begin with, and JR singing about, I think he messaged me today, said about 9 or 10 songs, and we'll have a bit of a giggle. So I think that's a great idea. We'd love to try for a Saturday night, and I'm currently eyeing up that Saturday of the 12th. The only thing I'm having to wait for is what work I might have over that weekend, because I'm probably working on a European rugby game. And if it ends up being a 5 o'clock game in Llanelli, then being back here to do quiz and stuff might not work. So I'm hoping to get that finalised. You will all be told in good time. Oh, and of course, Jonathan's mum, who taught Caroline piano, will be accompanied. This is getting ridiculous. I'd forgotten that detail. So yes, JR's mum's going to play the piano, and that'll be the music he sings along to. Of me! What's not to love? Can you give a shout out to DURFC Movember? Yeah, of course, Will. You guys are all doing Movember, are you? Growing a little slug on the top. I posted something on my Twitter a few days ago of when I did it about 10 years ago, and posed next to Danny Kerr, England scrum half, down at their training base, and I just looked like a German sex tourist. So I've not Movembered since. My beautiful assistant, I think, is going to be bringing me a little beverage in a moment. Vicky says, saw you in Tooting yesterday. It was too starstruck to say hello. Vicky, just shout. If you see me around Tooting, just shout, get your dits out. I think that's the easiest way. Then I'll know it's friendly fire. Dress code for Christmas mashup, obviously Christmas madness. Jumpers, Santa hats, any of the above. Oliver says, hi Nick, could you give a shout out to the James family and their new puppy Dylan? A new puppy? Some friends of ours have got a puppy as well. It's been madness, everyone getting puppies, as long as they're for life. Yeah. Hello Dylan! Dylan! Are you being a good boy? Good. Right, can't wait for the Christmas sing-along with Nick's Pub Quiz crew. Thank you, JR. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to my beautiful assistant here. There's the hand. Yeah. Oh, it's good to be back with, I mean, Elmer did a great job, but it's good to be back with the authentic hand. Alfie, stop barking. Alfie, shh, good boy. Everyone says hi, Tom. E.L. James says hi. Texas says hi. And, wow. I mean, I'm going to have to just be classy for me, this. Here comes the Garden 75. French 75, sorry. French 75. Look at this. That's a bit bleeding posh for me. Look at this. By the way, thank you to Sheila, who got me these lovely glasses a little while back. There is Tom. He didn't even stir, but we tried. Well, thanks. Impressive, says Erica. Well, cheers, everybody. Everyone who's got themselves a French 75, I hope it looks as beautiful as this. Kate Hale says that is some glass porn. Yes, quite. I need to not spill this. Ooh. Oh, yes, it's got a little fruity, fizzy. Yeah, it's a cheeky little number, isn't it? It actually feels very classy. Very classy indeed. A thing of beauty. Glass is cool, isn't it? It's quite bottom heavy though. Knock it over. That's what I'm worried about. I will try, put it down gently here. When you hear a smash, I've dropped the drink. A couple more things just before we pick up on the second half. Emma says that looks right up my strata. Louise Palmer is one of our quizzes, and she's just messaged. She's starting chemo next Thursday. Can I have a shout out? I'm a bit nervous. Louise, of course you can have a shout out. And look, it's a mutation. It's a stupid, bloody bastard disease. I'm sure all of us know people that have gone through any form of treatment and had to deal with it. You will get through it. You'll be strong, and all of us are with you. Think of Nick's pub quiz. E.L. James is sending you good wishes. That's nice, isn't it? Think of all of us wishing you good luck. Sit there and look, play this little bit back, because everybody's saying hi from Nick's pub quiz. Louise, you'll be good. Anybody out there who's going through a tough time at the minute, you have all of our love and thoughts. And look, we are all here for each other. We'll meet up and have a little Christmas bit of fun, Louise. So hopefully you'll be feeling good then. Maybe between treatments, or even if you've just had one, you can sit very quietly, nice and chilled, and we will give you some giggles. So look, all the best, Louise, and anybody out there that has any of that kind of stuff coming up, we wish you all the very best. And look at this, look at all the love piling in from all you guys. That's why we do it. Unbelievable. You guys are the best. Thank you, beautiful assistant, for my French 75. He's written a note to me, so we have to put this to the audience here. This is about the Appletini. Yes? Okay, good. He nods. This is going to a vote. Excuse me, I'm having a bit more on this. Giving it a try. So, one of the cocktails that we're doing is the Appletini, which we've already done as part of Nick's Pub Quiz. But fans of Scrubs, the sitcom, will know that the Appletini is JD's favourite drink, the character in that. And we're doing, obviously, the Cocktails and Quiz Tales book. We've got our little man over here who's going to be doodling all over the cocktails and doing his little japes and bits of business. And Tom very keenly wanted to make some Scrubsy reference over a cocktail. And I was like, it's not relevant to Nick's Pub Quiz. It's your own little bit of fun with Scrubs. I'm sorry. But he then said, can you just ask everybody if they might like Scrubs, because then I can make the reference in the book and everyone will get it. Which I've just realised, now I've done it, probably means he's going to get away with that. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Scrubs reference on the Appletini? Yes or no? Just so that my beautiful assistant can know. That would be good. Just a reminder then that if you order a Nick's Pub Quiz book, you will get it signed if you order it tonight. So that would be absolutely fantastic. Like I said, I'm not expecting us to hit that crowdfunder tonight, but my goodness, we are well on our way. Anything any of you can do, fantastic. If you want to email me about doing a corporate one or for your company, that kind of thing, info@rugbymedia.co.uk. The corporate one on there is £1,000 for up to 100 people, which, bearing in mind the standard price of corporate dues, is pretty good value when you get a good couple of hours entertainment with a quiz and some cocktail making and all that kind of stuff. Look, it would be great if you fancy supporting, and if you are like, we're a company of 30 people, well, then we'll negotiate. We'll do it for less. I've done that already for someone else. So get in touch if you fancy negotiating on what might work. And if you already have decided I'm willing to pay this, then you know we'll have a chat about that. I hear and see a ridiculous update from my beautiful assistant Caroline. We're over £5,000. I've got to play a jingle for that. I've got to play a... We're doing it! We're doing it! My goodness me, you are all incredible. You are all getting your copies of Nick's Pub Quiz. The Quiz Tales and... I can't even say it anymore. Cocktails and Quiz Tales. Absolutely amazing. Don't forget, you get your team name there. You do. That's just part of the deal. I will sign any ones that get ordered tonight. You can get the batches of 4 for £50. All that kind of stuff. So thank you. We're well on our way, and we're certainly not going to be far off. Well, certainly we're going to be able to get them done, but you know, even with these extra corporate ones, it just means that we'll be able to give some more money to charity. So fantastic. Well done, everyone. What a fantastic response. Indeed. Book locked, team loaded. Well done, Cindy. And Simon says, I'd not heard of Appletini or Scrubs until 2 minutes ago. Well, there we are. There we are. Rusty says no. CJ says yes. Okay. Scrub-a-dub-dub, good. I don't know who... let Tom have his fun, says Chris. I think that might be Matcham, maybe. So, yeah, yeah, let's have Scrubs for Tom. All right, so when you see another little character doing some bits and pieces around the Appletini, all of you here present this evening will know that that's Tom's Scrub reference. So we'll let him have that. Good. All right, it's in. Let's start then with, he's making references to Scrubs that I don't even know. Eagle. Yep, fine, sure. Should we crack on? All right, second half then. Question 21. We're going to start with 5 anagrams. And some of you like these, some of you hate them. It's pretty much Nick's Pub Quiz as a whole. Question 21. These are all famous peeps, and we've got a singer, and in fact we've got 2, so anyway, I'll tell you as we go, shall I? Actors, things, we'll get there. There are clues for every one of these because I felt like as we're dotting about in terms of the types of people they are, that would be better. So the first one, if you write down this phrase, it will have all the letters you need. I'm a jerk, but listen. I'm a jerk, but listen. I'm not just confessing, this is a clue. So I am a J-E-R-K. I'm a jerk, but listen. And the name you want will be 6 letters, 10 letters. I know. I'm a jerk, but listen. 6-letter first name, 10-letter second name. And here's your clue, which means you might not have needed all of that. He's going to have you naked by the end of his song. Okay? Good. That's question 21 then. I'm a jerk, but listen, 6 letters, 10 letters, and it's a singer that I'm after. He's going to have you naked by the end of his song. 22 then. We've got 5 of these. 22. The clue is fine in torn jeans. So fine, F-I-N-E, in torn jeans, J-E-A-N-S, like the clothing. Fine in torn jeans. 8 then 7 in terms of the name. 8 then 7. Fine in torn jeans. 8 then 7. And the clue for this, yes, thank you, Caroline. Excellent. It's on screen for those of you with the chat visible. The clue, known as green to her friends. Known as green to her friends. There's my little clue there. The little bit of lemon peel. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And you get it right up your ooter when you drink it. So you get a little citrus blast. Thanks, Julie. Glad you like my clue. That was question 22 then. 22 easy clues, says Tanya. Well, we're having fun, aren't we? Just chill out. Question 23. Old West action. These are the letters. 23. Old West action. And the name is 5 then 8. Old West action, 5 then 8. And the clue, more wild than old. Although technically quite old now. But it's a man we're after. 5 then 8. Old West action, more wild than old. They're quite old now too. No clue. Clues are going to keep coming, Tanya, whether you like it or not. It's fine. By the way, Spike says hi. I need to see him soon. Question 24. Rousing mortals. Rousing mortals. As it sounds. R-O-U-S-I-N-G. Rousing mortals is the clue. M-O-R-T-A-L-S. The name you're after will be 5 letters, then 9 letters. 5 letters, then 9 for 24. Rousing mortals. And the clue for that is you've got all the time in the world. You've got all the time in the world for question 24. How's that working out for you? Okay, and then moving on to question 25. Your last of the anagrams. It'll be over soon, don't worry. Dung jar lady. Yeah. D-U-N-G, dung jar, J-A-R, lady. Dung jar lady, and the name is 4 then 7. And the clue, she's a friend of Dorothy. She's a friend of Dorothy. As a friend 75. Got them, says Starbright. Good. All right, those are the anagrams then. Hope you're working away at those and have done all right. We shall move on. I'm going to give you a question before I get my dits out. Hope you don't mind. Question 26. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are the new owners of which North Wales football club? So that's 26. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are the new owners of which North Wales football club? Narnia FC. Wrong answers only in the chat. Excellent. Stephanie, how was your trip? It was good, thank you, Stephanie. It was hard work and busy, but we helped broadcast a new product, a new kind of version of rugby to the masses, or at least those people who watched it, and I think most people were entertained, which is good. So it's the best you can do in it. Bermuda was stunning, by the way. Sort of sat in my room in the hotel doing comms prep and various other things for sort of six hours a day. You'd be like, paradise is out the window going, come and play. So then I'd go down at lunchtime, jump in the pool for 10 minutes, have a little swim, then go and have lunch, and then go back to my room. But I can't do that in Tooting, unless I go to the Lido in the summer, I appreciate. But yes, pretty special, very lucky. Yeah, very good. So that was 26. Right, I'm going to get my dits out. I'll get your dits out. Come on, it's Ditloid time. Now, if you're new, you're very welcome. And let me just explain a Ditloid. Ohio, good. Some of you watched, excellent. That's a Well-Tones reference. Laura Cusack's already on it. If the clue was 18H on a GC, then I would want you to say and work out 18H on a golf 18 holes on a golf course. The Prosecco's settling in. So the sand is really pink, isn't it? It's not as pink as you. There's a bit where it's pink, but anyway. So you know what a clue is. You know what an answer is. It's a well-known phrase, kind of thing. Yeah, I've got 2 clues for you. Are you ready? They're a bit different in their style. One is quite cheeky, I have to say. But anyway, Your first clue. 4 C and 1 D in the FF. That is 4 C and 1 D in the FF. That's your first dit, Lloyd. Have you written that down? 4 C and 1 D in the FF. And the second one, which is the cheeky one, cracking dits, love. I know, Amelia. Thank you very much. 1952 is EM to E. Now, these are... Some of you are going to really complain about these. I know you are. But the ones who get them will feel so smug. It's going to be one of those. So, look, sometimes it's a little uncomfortable to get your dits out, but we're there. So, 4C and 1D in the FF, and 1952 is EM to E. Good luck with those. What's Chris Catchpole saying? 27 could be very rude. What, one of them? Well, yeah, I mean, let's not go there, Chris. Just get your mind out the gutter, which is a bit like the pot calling the kettle black. Anyway, those are the dits. My dits are out. Enjoy them, nurture them, and see how well you do. Question 28. What is the name of the famous puppet created by a woodcarver named Geppetto? Question 28. What is the name of the famous puppet created by a woodcarver named Geppetto? Clue for the first dit, Lloyd, by the way, is literary. First dit, Lloyd, clue is literary. Literary. I don't know what clue to give you for the second one. Oh, John Smith says too easy. Just too easy. Second one, second clue, time after time. Second clue for your second dit, Lloyd. Oh, third clue for you. Shh. All right, so then 28, what is the name of the famous puppet created by a woodcarver named Geppetto? There we go. Ad says, thank you for the clue. Good. Excellent. Thank you to those of you that have tuned in tonight, by the way. Very grateful. Nice to have you here. I was delighted to be able to do our proper November issue at the start of the month from Bermuda. Then the rains came. Thank you to my team that brought me undercover. Yeah, it's good to be back in the blue chair. The blue chair, which, did I mention, have you spotted, is the focal point of the quiz thing. And our little doodle man, who appears on all of our little bits and pieces over the course of the book. We were like, we've got some really beautiful photography from Ramsey and Lewis at Goldfinch, but it's all a bit sort of serious and classy for Nick's Pub Quiz. So then we introduced a little doodle man, and our designer Diane has done some amazing work with him diving into glasses and all sorts of stuff. It's just beautiful, some of it as well. So yeah, you should buy a copy just for that, really, because she's done some marvellous work. And was there a first dit, Lloyd, clue? Yeah, it was literary. Literature. That's the noun I was after. Good. Question 29. Which planet is closest to the Earth? M's final quiz for friends and family claimed. Team Quim are very excited. Is that your team name? Well, good, M's. I'm glad. Thank you very much. So there we go. There's a private quiz. I'm going to be doing a lot of private quizzing over the course of the next few weeks or months. Well, but it'll be worth it. We'll have a Nick's Pub quiz book, won't we? That literally went right up my nostril. That was question 29. Which planet is closest to the Earth? Caroline with the totalizer update. £5,253. This is you guys who've done this. Absolutely crazy. Thank you so much. But I can't say it enough. This is going to be for you guys. And I'm really excited. I mean, we're excited to have a copy of the book ourselves and to be giving them out. And people around Tooting, we're also going to try and speak to some Tooting businesses, see if they want to stock a few copies so that you can buy those as well. But yeah, yes, it's about you. I've paid enough. I've paid his charity. I've paid his PayPal. He wants more money off me. But this is 18 quid for a cocktail recipe book, memories of the whole quiz, and 5 new quizzes that you'll be able to access. I mean, get on the thing. Come on, treat yourself. Treat someone else. You get your own personalised bit on it. Janice says, Merry Christmas to me. Quite. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Present for you, 3 for me. All right, question number 30. How many pairs of segmented legs does a honeybee have? What was it? John Smith, I can donate some forged bits to any sale you want for charity. What? Extra bits? I'm not sure I've understood that message properly. Robin, very smart. Right now, or could be at some point, I want the answer that's on my card, my dear, I'm afraid. Question 28 was, what is the name of the famous puppet created by a woodcarver named Geppetto? Question 29, which planet is closest to the Earth? Question 30, how many pairs of segmented legs does a honeybee have? Avery wants to know, is the ditloid 4C or for C? 4, the number 4, 4C and 1D. Yeah. Francie Pants got books. Okay, that's what I want to hear. More of you getting books. That's amazing news. I mean, I'd be going for the 50 quid one. If it was me, I'd be going for the 50 quid one. Then you get 4 of them, £12.50. Give them out to some mates. People are like, what is this? Why are you giving me this for Christmas? Go, it's an idiot that I've been playing quizzes with on YouTube. This will get you up to speed, and now you can do 5 quizzes. And then you get to hang out with that person again, you know, and you can be like, let's do it together. I'll apologise for him when he rambles on and forgets that we're all here to do a quiz and it's already been over an hour. Should we do the Guess the Years? I think we should. Julie Kirk, Team Rainbow Nottingham, have ordered again. They have. They want my little signature in it, don't they? I will sign all of the books that are being ordered tonight. So for family across the globe, indeed. Friends and family. Friends, the family we choose. Okay, name the years then. We're into our music section without any music. Yes, indeed. Some of you got work tomorrow. We'll crack on. Name the year. Question 31. Walking on Broken Glass, Annie Lennox. One of my favourite tunes. Don't mind telling you. Walking on Broken Glass, Annie Lennox. Question 31. What year was that released? Now, we're often consecutive decades. Cat amongst the pigeons. We are consecutive years. Yeah, we are. So, if you're 1 year out at the start, well then, you'll probably get some half points because we give half point for a year either side. So, Walking on Broken Glass, Annie Lennox, what year was that released? Question 32, Fields of Gold, Sting. Another great tune. Fields of Gold, Sting, what year was that released? Question 32. Question 33 will be I Swear, All for One. And I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. Yes, that one. I Swear, All for One. What year was that? I'm sure I looked very saintly there. So those are your Name the Years. They're successive years. So 31, Walking on Broken Glass, Annie Lennox. 32, Fields of Gold, Sting. 33, I Swear, All for One. What are those years, please, team? All right, moving on to the lyrics then. They're really long. So Caroline, I'll handle it if people need repeats, provided I see them. 34, or basically get ready. Here we go. Now let me welcome everybody to the wild, wild west. A state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest. Pack a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. One more time? Good. These are the lyrics. I want to know the title of the song. Artist, you may know. That'll be a pat on the back, but I want the title of the song for this one. Question 34. Now let me welcome everybody to the wild, wild west. A state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest. Pack a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. So those are your lyrics for 34. Who knows that one? My beautiful assistant knows that one. Was there a clue to Dit 2? My second Dit. There was. Time After Time was the clue for Dit 2. Thanks, Doug and Suze. Probably Suze. I think she drives the chat generally, doesn't she? 35. Your lyrics for the second one. A few of you knowing that one. Good. There we go. Look, she's on it. She's on it, Caroline. Good work. Good typing. She's typed up the whole lyric. Very good. All right, lyrics for the second one. Get those smoking fingers ready, Caroline. We're going with the next one. It sounds really different when you say it. It's sort of the idea, Crystal. Nice to have you here, by the way. All right, I haven't seen your face in a while. We need to remedy that. 35 then. Your lyrics for this one. I touch your face while you are sleeping and hold your hand, don't understand what's going on. Good times we had return to haunt me, though it's for you, all that I do seems to be wrong. I'll do that again for you. Lyrics for question 35. I want the song title. Here we go. I touch your face while you are sleeping and hold your hand, don't understand what's going on. Good times we had return to haunt me, though it's for you, all that I do seems to be wrong. Gave you a little bit more syncopation there to try and help. And yeah. Literally, it's like every mouthful like that. Well done, Caroline. I think it's a round of applause for a beautiful assistant whose fiery finger typing technique made sure she was able to get those for you for anyone who needs the lyrics written out for them. So well done. If you've got those, we will move on then to the final 5 questions of your next pub quiz. So 36. What word can mean a type of material that allows the flow of charge, someone who collects tickets, and someone who leads an orchestra? So that's question 36. What word can mean a type of material that allows the flow of charge, someone who collects tickets, or someone who leads an orchestra? Easy one, that one, I'd hope, for most of you. Yes. 37. John Smith, back to the type I can get. 37. What are the 2 main ingredients of a Spanish omelette? Question 37. What are the 2 main ingredients of a Spanish omelette? My beautiful assistant here loves the Spanish omelette, but since he's gone veganish anyway, there's no room for it, is there? 2 main ingredients of a Spanish omelette. 38. Got it? Got it? At a stab? Good. Claire's put a... Interesting. Question 38. In the famous story, what did Peter Pan leave behind in Wendy's bedroom? Now, I know we say wrong answers only in the chat, but this is a family show. Question 38. In the famous story, what did Peter Pan leave behind in Wendy's bedroom? Rob, that is dark. That is dark. I love it. DNA evidence. Oh, well. We're apparently... Alec, no. We're apparently less than £400 from our target. What have you done? What are you all doing? This is amazing. Which is 8 people ordering a 4-bundle pack at 50 quid, right? Where you get 4 books and you can give them around to people. Early Christmas presents, people at work, things you've got to do. Wow. I mean, bonkers. Thank you. You're all fabulous. You good at math. I know, I did that in my head so quick, wasn't it? So that was 38 in the famous story, what did Peter Pan leave behind in Wendy's bedroom? Question 39, your penultimate one. What is the fastest animal on 2 legs? What is the fastest animal on 2 legs? Question 39 of our extra special November Nick's Pub quiz. Because not only was this here to also promote this, I think I couldn't wait until December to be sat back in the chair. Bermuda was cool, but I was all over the place. It didn't quite feel the same, did it? It's nice to be back. Thanks, team. Question 40. Now, as we know, Nick's Pub Quiz is an honesty game, and we don't encourage cheating or looking stuff up. There's one exception here. Question 40. What is the total amount that we're trying to raise for the Nick's Pub Quiz Cocktails and Quiz Tales crowdfunder? Because if you don't know, you've now got to click the thing and go to the thing and find out. And while you're there, you may as well buy a book. Or at least load the page, get the answer, come back, and then in a minute, you'll go and get the book once we've finished. I'm sure you will. I trust you. I trust you. So that's your question 40. What is the total amount that we're trying to raise for the Nick's Pub Quiz Cocktails and Quiz Tales crowdfunder to get this, what will be a brilliant memento, a 30-recipe cocktail book, beautiful photography, gorgeous doodles over the top, a whole heap of fun, and a gift to all of you guys as a memory of the last 7 months. That hopefully means, for me as well, for all of us, that we get to Christmas and look ahead to 2021, and we all want 2020 to be behind us, but we're probably not going to be as freshly into 2021 without 2020 as we'd all like, obviously, but we'll get there, and we'll have something really beautiful and positive to enjoy and remind us of getting through it, won't we? So that's partly the motivation as well, if I'm honest. So yeah, that's your question 40 for your Nick's Pub Quiz. Yes! All right then, we hope you have had a good look through your answers, checked the little bits and pieces that you want. Let's start with those anagrams, shall we? The answers to your Nick's Pub Quiz. Yes, well, John says Trumpetina leaving office for us in the USA is definitely a good part of 2020. Oh, shoot, what was question 40? Well, good job you asked. Excuse me, the bubbles are repeating on me. The crowdfunder link is in the chat because we want to... The question is, what's the total amount we're fundraising for our crowdfunder? So get on there, have a check, buy a book. Anyway, that was your question 40. Right, so your answers. Question 21. I'm a jerk, but listen. I'm now going to give you the answers to the quiz. Oh, no, that's the thing. 6 then, 10. He's going to have you naked by the end of his song. Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake is your answer to question 21. Fine in torn jeans. 8 then, 7. Known as Green to her friends. Rachel Green in Friends. The answer Jennifer Aniston to question 22. Jennifer Aniston, the answer to the anagram. Question 23. Old West action. I said more wild than old, which would be Wild West action, although he's quite old now himself. 5 then, 8. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood, the answer to question 23. 24, Rousing Mortals. Rousing Mortals, 5, then 9. I said, you've got all the time in the world. We've got all the time in the world. Not a cover by Kermit, but the brilliant Satchmo himself. 5 then 9, Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong was the answer to question 24. 25, Dung Jar Lady. Not the translation of a Chinese menu, but she's a friend of Dorothy. 4 then 7, Dung Jar Lady, Judy Garland. Judy Garland, of course, played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. All right, those are your answers then for 21 to 25. We had Justin Timberlake, Jennifer Aniston, Clint Eastwood, Louis Armstrong, and Judy Garland. It was a bit more Fozzie Bear, wasn't it, Gaff? Anyway, 26. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are new owners of which North Wales football club? It is Wrexham. Wrexham is the answer. Karen's just bought another book. She can't help herself. I mean, I hope it's catching, Karen. I do. So thank you very, very much. I will sign them, and we will obviously have to probably try and get in touch with 1 million people and go, thanks for leaving it. What was your name again? So I can write nice things, or you'll just get me going, yeah. I'll try and be nicer than that. So thank you very much. Wrexham, the answer to question 26, Wrexham Football Club. Right, now I'll get my dits out. The 4C and 1D in the FF. 4 children and 1 dog in the famous 5. Ooh, yeah. You'll be like, but 5 should have been 5. Well, no, otherwise that would have been a giveaway. So 4C and 1D in the FF. 4 children and 1 dog in the famous 5. I hope some of you got that. Starbright says, bought our book a while ago, but donated a bit more. That's amazing. Thank you very much. I don't know what to say sometimes by the generosity of you lot. You are incredible. So that was the first one. The second one, I said time after time. I came up with that at the time as I said it, which I thought was quite good. John at JR's 10-year-old niece got the famous 5. Well, that's good. 1952 is EM to E. So if 1952 is a time, then it is 8 minutes to 8. Yeah. So it's time after time, isn't it? I'll stop congratulating myself about that one in a minute. Yeah, 1952, EM to E, 1952 is 8 minutes to 8. See what we did there? Yeah. Double dits. So there we are. Question 28. What's the name of the famous puppet created by a woodcarver named Geppetto? It's Pinocchio, of course. Pinocchio, the answer to question 28. Question 29, the planet closest to the Earth, Venus. It's the answer I've got on my sheet. I'm not an astronomer, but Venus is the answer that the internet told me, and I hope it's what you put too, because you'll get a point for it. Joe Kremen, not just a pretty face, probably not that, but I'll take it. I did shave today. Question 30, how many pairs of segmented legs does a honeybee have? I love bees. Wasps are arseholes, but bees, lovely. They're just fluffy things trying to pollinate flowers and make honey. And as the brilliant Eddie Izzard said, in case any of you culturally never heard that phrase, bees make honey? Bees make honey? This is ridiculous. Do spiders make chutney? Marvellous. Anyway, how many segmented pairs of legs do they have? They have 3. 3 is the answer that you wanted for question 30. 3. Question 31. We are naming the years. Walking on Broken Glass, Annie Lennox, 1992. So you will now be aware that if these are successive years, how has that helped or hindered you for the next few answers? It's half a point for a year either side of that specific question, obviously. So if you put 91 or 93 for this one, have half a point. 1992 was the year for Walking on Broken Glass, Annie Lennox, question 31. Question 32. Fields of Gold, Sting, 1993, obviously, and I Swear All for One, question 33, was 1994. So 92, 93, and 94. If you were half a year out on one at the start, then you're probably half a year out for the rest. So you get yourself 1.5 points at the end. It's not the year. Tanya got them all right! Look at the capitals and the exclamation marks in the chat. Delighted she is. So lyrics then. Now let me welcome everybody to the wild, wild west. A state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to the chest. Pack a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. It's Tupac featuring Dr. Dre. California Love is the song title. California Love. Some of you have gone consecutive decades. I did say a couple of times they're consecutive years this time. So sorry, Doug and Suze. Sorry, Boozak. You were probably filling your glass and not paying as much attention. Tanya says, I remember the last song was in 8th grade. Love those random memories. Indeed. Music, in terms of remembering calendar moments, is amazing, isn't it? Particularly your kind of 16-year-old exams and your 18-year-old exams, I often find. So California Love, 34. 35, I touch your face while you are sleeping and hold your hand, don't understand what's going on. Yes, my beautiful rendition was Stay Another Day. That is the answer we wanted. East 17, the lyrics to question 35. East 17, it was Stay Another Day. That's what we wanted there. Cindy, got the years, and to be honest, Mars is technically closer right now, but got a donut in the Dits in lyrics. Well, yeah, I mean, sorry. Just, they'll crack on. Brian Harvey, who managed to drive over himself, didn't he? How do you do that? How do you manage to run yourself over? He did, somehow. So that was question 35. So California Love, 34. Stay Another Day, 35. Well done if you got both of those. 36. What word can mean a type of material that allows the flow of charge? It's someone who collects tickets. It's someone who leads an orchestra. It is a conductor. Of course it is. Jenny asks, is other merch available to buy still for Christmas presents? All the merch is still out there, whether it's tea towels via Zazzle, which are overpriced, but I can't do much about it. They've got a 20% off at the minute, but they're still pricing a tea towel at £15. 20% off though, we do all right. And then all the other stuff is on Redbubble and Threadless. So yeah, knock yourselves out. Yeah, Nick's Pub quiz stuff, other bits. JR, I've sung Christmas carols with East 17 on stage. True fact, that's the calibre of Christmas entertainer I'm going to be sending to JR. No, I'm going to be sending you to. Yes. I mean, that's who you want to be joining for a sing-song after a Nick's Pub quiz, isn't it? Your emojis. Brian H. running himself over after a baked potato. Claire, too good for us. Question 37 then. What are the two main ingredients of a Spanish omelette? Eggs and potatoes. Eggs and potatoes are your answers there for question 37. JR, I'd like you to put in which other artists you may have sung with, please, because I know there's one or two. Question 38. In the famous story, what did Peter Pan leave behind in Wendy's bedroom? Not his DNA, his shadow. His shadow is the answer to question 38. Shadow. Peter Pan left his shadow. Question 39. The fastest animal on two legs is an ostrich. Starbright says, I swear you've asked a Spanish omelette question before. Have you not watched Nick's Pub quiz? I mean, one week I'll probably do 40 questions, all of which I've asked before. Might be an idea, that, actually. So, yeah. Can we call it Nick's Pub Quizmas? Yes, you can. Here we go. Here's JR's little, crib sheet. Sung with Sam Smith, Laura Mvula, Kim Wilde and Basement Jacks. Not all Christmas carols, of course, but that is the calibre of performer. I wouldn't give you any old dross, NPQ crew. So that's who's going to give us our little sing-song for our Christmas edition. See, I'm already doing it by accident. Ostrich for question 39 and question 40. The total amount we are trying to raise for the Nick's Pub quiz, Cocktails and Quiz Tales book via our crowdfunder, link underneath the video. It's £5,700, and by all accounts, we are rocketing our way there very quickly. And well done to all of you that have contributed, that have bought, that have supported. And I dare say there's one or two of you that are thinking of a company one or a Christmas thing as well that are yet to come through. Those are your answers. Let's have your scores for your pub quiz. Yeah, so we have the likes of Miss Kay Morgan with 37 for Katie. Jenny had a rubbish score, but she still enjoyed herself, so that's good. That's all we're here for, Katie. 32.5 this week for the Tooting Tipplers. Vicky, 1 year out on the years. Well, you've got 1.5 points then, I'm assuming. So that's not too bad, is it? Next time, say hi. And then 31 for the Rice Slippers. Watsaka wins 34. Prosecco, not agreeing with me terribly. Home Alone is 32. Who else have we got there? 20 for the Nashville Rian, 32 for Mrs. Johnson, 35 from E.L. James. Not our best, still pretty good. And we'll have a little moment in the book where we'll recognise the moment the hugely wonderful and successful author E.L. James joined us here on Nick's Pub Quiz, because that's a nice moment to recognise. Just sprinkling a bit of stardust amongst us. Thank you, Erica. Have a lovely evening. 34 for Simon Weir. 32 with Laura Busack, Dave Jones. Very good. Diddery Dodderers, brain sozzled, only 31, must be the drink. Oslo, wardrobes, eggs and potatoes, memories. That is a really beautiful little message. Thank you, guys. And we look forward to you being in there. JR with a 33 out of 40. Frimboy 330, better than we thought. Lockdown Legends, 27 out of practice. 26 for Hucknall 2 from Pauline. 27 out of 40, what a personal disaster. I'm reading that as you've had a personal disaster alongside the quiz. Maybe you've just dropped all of your Prosecco on the floor. Who else have we got? Will Gaines, a thoroughly average debut. Speaks for many areas of my life. The Devon Oldies in at 26, which makes it sound excellently like a pop chart. Will Salmons with a 37. Good luck with the rest of your Movember efforts. 34 from Guildford, 26 for the Dukes of Hazzard, looking forward to the Christmas quiz and our books. 35 today, Maggie got 4 out of 10. 32 for PC Nella, nice to have you here. Not bad seeing as I have got more stupid. Yes, all right. What colour is a burp? Good. Got the Dits, but only 27.5 for going Dutch. Blah, blah, blah. Just coming through. 37 Durham Lads. 32 for Vicky Halstead. You're very welcome, Beck. 32.5 for Caroline, my beautiful assistant. Thank you, Nick. Christmas is looking brighter. Very, very good. It looks like we are within 300 quid of our total. I dare say a few of you are going to finish off here as the numbers drop from our nearly 300 that we're quizzing tonight. And if a handful of you buy a quiz book or buy a bundle, then we will have reached our target tonight. Something I've dreamt about and hoped might happen. Didn't think it might, actually. So I'm hoping that we'll get a couple of extra ones that we get into the pile after all this. You are going to get a copy of this. The font might change slightly, but it's basically going to look like this. And there'll be some tales of what we've all been up to. There'll be some tributes to all of you guys in terms of the pictures and everything else. We will also share what we raise for charity and just remind ourselves of the fun we've had. You guys are truly amazing. Humbled as ever. Lovely to be back. I'm sure we will get that Scrubs mention in. Devon Oldies have had another great evening. Thank you, Nick. That's very kind. Thank you, Edward. What was Liz and Simon saying? I missed that one. It's gone. No, can't see it. No, good. But yeah, thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the cocktail. There will be a book of recipes coming your way if you pledge your 18 quid per book, or a bundle or whatever, or personalised messages or the rest. Thank you all. You're marvellous and ridiculous. And I will see you sometime in the beginning, middle-ish bit of December, where we will do our Christmas Nick's Pub Quiz, and JR will take away a bit of a sing-song afterwards. Thank you very much. You're all wonderful. See you soon. If you're watching on catch-up, you can get a book as well.